Luke is my name. 3 years ago, when we were freshmen in college, I met my girlfriend, Katherine. Since I was 8 years old, Stanford has been my ideal school. We're from Ohio, neither of us from California. While I grew up just outside of Columbus, she is from Cincinnati. Maybe it was familiarity in a strange location that drew us to one another. Our custom of dividing Christmas among our relatives is one of our customs. My family members adore Katherine, and her presence is now practically anticipated. We celebrate Christmas Eve with my family, and then drive through the night to her house for Christmas Day because it's only a 2-hour drive from mine. The late-night trip is actually my favorite part of the holiday, not the actual celebration. It has turned into a yearly tradition that we eagerly anticipate. One of my best recollections is the first time we did it. Our route consists of peaceful backroads, farmland, trees, and the occasional far-off farmhouse instead of a large highway. The roads are empty since it's always so late. We feel like we have the entire world to ourselves while everyone else is asleep. We blast Juice WRLD during the drive every year. Since we first met, we have been obsessed with his music. Singing the words together adds a particular touch to the drive, even though I know some people find it awkward. However, this past Christmas Eve was different from the others. We packed up my car at midnight and drove out after spending a healthy evening with my extended family. Everything felt ideal. The roads were deserted. The snow was falling lightly and the music and heat were turned up. My phone then rang. The number was unidentified. I disregarded it, annoyed. Most likely a hoax call. Those call center guys must be really committed to working on Christmas, Katherine joked. I chuckled and I was done until it rang once more. The same unidentified number. I let it go to voicemail with a groan. Although Katherine arched an eyebrow, I simply shrugged. My phone then rang a third time in less than 2 minutes. I snatched it violently out of frustration, prepared to tell whoever it was to screw off. Katherine recoiled at my abrupt motion. I was tired of being harassed, so I didn't care. "Hello," I yelled, anticipating a scam script. Silence instead. I strained to hear as I turned up the volume. The other end has a slight static. I was ready to end the call when someone spoke. The voice of a man. "Hello, Luke." I gripped the wheel so tightly that my knuckles became white. I almost veered off course. I experienced the type of itch that comes when I'm anxious. The voice went on before I could reply, giving my complete name, address, and personal information that no stranger should know. Information that a stranger couldn't possibly know. My thoughts were racing. I wanted to stop, but I was in a trance and continued to drive. My chest was thumping with my heart. I hesitated, then made myself talk. "What do you want?" Despite the fear coursing through me, I asked in a firm voice. One more pause. "I'm not here for you," he stated chillingly. "For Katherine, I'm here." It was 1,000 times harder to hear my girlfriend's name than my own. Seeing the agony on Katherine's face made my stomach turn. Blurting out, "I don't know a Katherine. You have the wrong number." The man gave a slow, quiet laugh. "She's sitting right next to you." I applied severe pressure on the brakes and parked on the side of the road. My hands trembled badly. I was about to speak when Katherine reached into my lap and hung up the phone with a single, smooth gesture. I went crazy. "What the hell are you doing?" I yelled. "That man was acquainted with us. He was aware of you." She just silently and wide-eyedly stared at me. I redialed the phone while fuming. Once, twice, 3 times. Nothing. I should continue driving, Katherine said. Though my head was spinning, I finally obeyed after hesitating. "Why would you hang up?" I insisted. Shouting, she said, "I was scared." I tightened my jaw. "So am I." It remained quiet for the remainder of the drive. No music, nothing to say, only the car's soft hum and the tension that was heavy enough to choke us both. I kept mentally reliving the call. Who was he? How was he so familiar with me? What about us? We would be driving that night, but only our families knew. Furthermore, they would never execute a stunt like this. I had no doubt about it. The uneasiness persisted even after we pulled into Katherine's driveway. Nearly a month has passed. I have no answers yet. We consulted our relatives. They weren't the ones. I've always knew Katherine wasn't the most honest person, even if she claims to be just as ignorant as I am. Minor details, white lies, partial truths, things that cause me to wonder if she is withholding information from me. I wait now. My stomach knots in terror each time my phone rings. Since I'm certain he'll call me again, it will just take time.